I see Andy Rosa right now on Indy 500 in a one-player game. I don't know. Is this a warm-up?
I don't know. Andy.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting situation. Andy's in the game, I think, against Thomka, but it's a one-player game.
He's going to be disqualified.
Yeah, he's going to have to, right?
I can't tell him.
Yeah, you can't say anything, right? Yeah. Yeah,
all right, so we're actually being told here that. Did he just notice it? Yeah, we were just told that if he'd gone through in only one-player mode, he would have actually been DQ'd from the game. But I guess he caught notice of that and was able to add the other player in. So now we're back to where we should be.
Where did his opponent told him that was the case? So
very sportsmanlike.
Big respect.
Yes.
Okay, so now that tragedy is averted. We're on to actual tragedies of getting rejected by the lock shot now. So let's see how many how many rejections we see now.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong turn. Big mode for some frenzy points. Too bad you don't have a multi-ball on it, but hey, take advantage. He was about to get a multi-ball on it. I was trying to foreshadow it. I tried.
Yeah, we've definitely been having some good luck today with the players doing exactly what we asked for, but that time it wasn't to be, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that mode's done with.
That was a pretty quick timer there, but
I think in general you're going to see players, if they have the ball on the left flipper, they're going to try to shoot the right orbit to start mode, and if they have it on the left, they'll go for the loop turbo combo, which Andy just tried to do, but it seems like that lock shot has not been friendly today.
I'm wondering when they're going to try to maybe switch up and shoot the left ramp, even though it's more. Oh, here we go. Golden opportunity. Maybe he might switch up and actually start shooting the left ramp and get a more friendly feed.
We saw a little bit of that earlier.
We did, although that has its own risks too, because if you don't make it around the left ramp, it loves to just shoot that ball straight down the middle.
Evil reversal of fortune right down the middle. 20 mil, 20 mil, 20 mil, 20 mil. Nope. We have another chance at it.
With the time left, he should have just taken the 15 and moved on with life.
All right, let's pass it over. Nope, he's going to go for gasoline alley. Whoa, nice save.
Way to use the backside of the flipper.
Got rejected again.
And the combo to start multi-ball.
Business time. Okay.
And the mode will still be running, the gasoline alley mode, so they'll pick up some incidental points along the way. In this multi-ball, you want to alternate the ramps for jackpots.
Only one so far. This ball saver is gone, so.
Got it. He has a little grace period. There's the grace period.
All right.
Oh,
nice.
there was another ball. Where's that one hiding?
Another ball there. Lock up the second one, and that'll add the third one. Super jackpot opportunity if he wants it, or he might just try and shoot jackpots now. They're up to 56 million, so, and the super is only 60.
Well,
we will never know. But back to two-ball play. We can always try and get that third ball out again by locking the two balls in the lock.
He did get the grace period there.
Okay.
The other one drained, right?
Yeah. Solid start so far.
It's a good start, and he's got some mode points and bonus waiting for him. So this is definitely a decent start. I haven't seen any really crazy scores on Indy 500 this weekend.
Right, there's a couple over a bill, right? Like not really crazy. There was a couple. There was a 1 billion score. Like Lyman was consistent on it, very well on it. Took the 15 million.
Although I think it was one of the games that did him in earlier today. I think he said.
Yeah, he did really well in qualifying on it, but he had a rough time in the double elimination.
And another multi-ball. Great thing about being in any multi-ball, whether it's a huge point one or not, is you have that many more chances to drain without actually losing Your turn to play.
Exactly. Oh. All right, what's his next mode? Well, he doesn't have a mode lit yet, so.
No, he could have opted to post pass, but I guess he decided that that bridge pass worked
how
better.
did that get in there? Did you see?
Yep.
Did you see how that rattled around? Made a couple of decisions and decided, yeah, I'll give it to him. Okay.
It was a good shot, but what's a shame is because it's his second multi-ball, he needs 2 orbits to actually light lock, so it didn't even count as a lock for him.
At least you got that combo.
He got
Yeah,
the
he got the
points.
combo.
Yeah,
Some
big,
points.
big points. Mode
Another
time.
mode start.
Nope,
No.
not hard enough.
Oh, it didn't get in its little hole. Get
Yeah,
in your
that's
hole.
good enough, yeah.
The spirit of Bowen always with us, even when he's not here.
Now go for the pole. Is go for the pole one of those modes where if you hit the start button, you actually hit the launch button, you actually get one of the letters? Isn't there some start button secrets on this game?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think dueling drivers is one. I don't remember
Right.
if go for the pole is one or not. But like we've talked during the broadcast, if you have a button like that, especially if you're draining, hit the button a couple times.
Right.
You never know what'll happen.
Cheat that bonus.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
jackpot, right?
6x.
6x.
So Andy started that. Fortunately, he started it now in a 2-player game. So his 315 million point stands. It's quite a respectable start. Now Al Thomka's up to the game.
Excellent.
Great start.
Good start.
That gives you a lot of confidence right there. Your first combo goes in and it stays in. Maybe gives you a little bit more trust on that lock, even though you know you shouldn't have that trust. You know you really shouldn't because you've seen it. You know, it's fool's gold up there. But you're just happy when it works.
The only good thing I think about when you miss that shot is it probably won't instant drain on you. A missed lock shot doesn't usually go straight to the out lane. It goes out of control, but you know it's bouncing around that kind of cluttered upper area, so you have some chance.
All right, here's the opportunity. Okay.
Yeah, I have to say, when I played this
control.
game yesterday, it was it seemed friendlier. So I don't know if the game maybe got moved a little bit overnight or something. It wasn't quite so rejecting on that lock shot.
Time for another combo. Nope. Let's keep trying it till it works. Nice shake there. Very subtle. Worked.
Oh,
Safe.
wow!
That's right.
That was an
I know that's
impressive double
safe.
danger.
I've done that
save.
one. I know. I know that's safe. Yes. It's safe.
If Al can get control of the ball, you might have wanted to take a break there for a minute, but
Good job, Al. Nice recovery.
works out.
That's right. Do your job. That's right. Do your job, Al.
Al's
No
talking to the
nudging.
machine,
That's right.
telling it exactly what
No
he wants,
nudging.
what he'll do to it if it doesn't do what he wants. But Al does have to be sensitive. He is on double danger right now, so if he gets a little too animated with the game during multi-ball or something, the flippers could go dead with a tilt. I've seen it happen, and it's such a sad sight when you have 3 balls in the play field and the flippers go dead.
And especially when you think you haven't done anything.
Right.
It doesn't feel like you've done anything, and then you look at the tape later and go, oh, I do see it moving. Yes, I have to admit, I did shake that shit. You know?
I refuse to admit it.
Even if you have hard evidence on camera.
The camera was shaking.
The camera moved. Yes.
Oh, that was
Oh.
tough. It didn't stick in the start mode, and then just came around the orbit and down the middle.
I guess the question now is when will the triple playfield scoring show up?
Yeah.
Because if Andy can really push his advantage on this ball, it might come down to a triple playfield move by Al.
We're here at the Fairfax Pinball Open today in Fairfax, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. This is Papa Circuit event number 11 of 12 in the 2013-2014 Papa Circuit season. We are watching a match on Indianapolis 500 between Al Thomka and Andy Rosa. I think it's their first game in their match right here, and he's just about to walk back up. There's one more event in the 2013-2014 Papa Circuit season. That's Louisville in about 2 weeks from now. And the whole thing culminates at the end of March with the Papa Circuit Final at Papa headquarters outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm Joe Schober. I am here with Julie Schober and Steve Bowden.
Hey there.
How's it going?
Very well.
And, well, Andy just gave that.
Nice vertical nudge. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Vertical nudges are fine.
It usually doesn't upset the machine.
No, not very much. That's something I had to learn very quickly. They work.
They do.
Nice vertical
Kind of an order vertical that way, and also, you know,
Yeah.
front to back tends to be more accommodating. Left to right on most games is your biggest chance of getting a warning or a tilt.
Like, whoa.
Ooh. Well, we now know
Okay.
exactly the limit of what that tilt
we
bob
can't
will
do.
allow.
Right.
I'm guessing we're going to see Al just hang out, take a walk around the facility a little bit here.
Well, maybe not. He's stepping up.
He's stepping up. I think he's just
not
checking
gonna
it out.
Check it out. Right. Okay.
I think John McEwen once did a study and found that after a really strong tilt like that, it takes something crazy like 6 minutes, 40 seconds or something for the tilt bob to completely stop moving. But I don't think any tournament's going to let you wait for 6 minutes, 40 seconds before you start play.
Yeah, that'd be really pushing it. I mean,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
you'd be really,
But, you know, waiting
really
for half a
pushing it,
minute
yeah.
or a minute, depending on how severe the tilt was, is pretty commonplace. You'll see at tournaments, people just giving it a minute to settle down a little bit before they start their next ball. At least on modern, dot matrix and solid state games, very rarely do you see a tilt through. One thing that's always disheartening on older electromechanical games is sometimes you can get a tilt through where the bob is still swinging at the time, and the games don't know to wait for the tilt bob to stop swinging.
Right, and then
So
tilt through
you
and
could
it's a
actually
DQ.
tilt the next
Yeah,
player, which is
you're
typically a
out.
DQ for the person who did the tilt.
And that sometimes that happens on tilts that aren't even violent. Like seems like it's a normal shake, just a little bit extra, and it will tilt right through.
Exactly.
Or maybe if the ball drains very quickly during the tilt, and it advances to the next player really quickly, and then they're out.
And
it's like,
right,
what?
and the pendulum is still swinging.
Yeah.
And you never like to see any match decided that way, just like we were talking about the one-player start here. I mean, everyone wants to see the match play out by skill of the players, not by some unfortunate, rules technicality. But every
Exactly.
now and then it happens, and, it's the way the rules go sometimes, but that's not a pretty way to see something go down.
All right, well, Al's got his pit stop lit now, so definitely a transfer, and let's start multi-ball. All right. Yep. Pass it over again? Nope. Okay, he's going to spend some time here. Oh, give it back, give it back. No. So there's no ball save for the pit stop attempt, I guess? Yes, you have to earn that by starting multi-ball, which he didn't do, unfortunately.
Did not
So,
do. Yeah, that was quick.
I want control, Al.
I think Al's getting a little bit worked up here. I mean, it's one of those things where sometimes the game is controlling you more than you're controlling the game.
Exactly.
And it helps to do exactly what Al's doing right here. You get the ball stopped, you collect your thoughts, you take a deep breath, figure out what your plan of attack is, and get back in control of the game.
Right,
Because if the
what's your
ball's
new
just
plan?
flying around,
Yeah.
you're just...
You're just on defense, trying to control the ball, and once you're on defense, you're out of your plan.
Exactly right.
You got to get the ball so you can go back on offense.
It's the infamous secret race mode, where you hit the pop bumpers and it just increases your position and laps in the game. But Al didn't even get to enjoy that.
Well, let's see. The triple is, okay. Which way do the lights swing counterclockwise or clockwise? Because if it's clockwise, the next one will be triple play field.
Go
It's the reverse
go
way.
fast,
It's
turn
counter.
left.
Counterclockwise? Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
I think it's go-
counterclockwise. So
yeah,
he's
I
actually
think it's
would
go
have to
fast,
go the
turn
long
left.
way.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of advances. Okay.
Nice
There's a
combo
stick.
there.
All right, business time for Andy. You can tell
Yeah.
by that walk. He's ready.
Yep.
That's an attitude changer right there when it sticks in. Your first attempt at it and it sticks.
And players who know the game, he probably knew there with the display effect and all, he had about 15 seconds, so he could walk away from the game before multi-ball
Right.
started. People who aren't familiar with the game or new to pinball might see that and say, why the heck did you just walk away? You just did something good.
All right, keep loading up those jackpots. This is definitely a frenzied multi-ball with those ramps. I mean, first of all, both ramps are dangerous, and the third ball is just in the way of the other two. Really.
Yeah, it is. I personally find the right ramp usually a little easier than the left, but they both can.
Seems like the right ramp is easier, but a little steeper. So you do have to be more, I don't know if you call it more correct on the right ramp, more centered on the right ramp to make it up there, because sometimes you'll make a good shot and it won't make it all the way, and then you're in serious trouble coming down the right ramp.
Right.
Down the left ramp is not as bad. It's bad, but it's not as bad. But down the right ramp, you're in serious trouble.
Yeah, they're both ugly if you go halfway up and they
Right.
come back. It's doesn't work out well.
Whoa.
Trying to backhand
that was a backhand
probably.
up? Did I see that? I had a moment. I had a moment.
I don't think
Wait
that
a
was his
minute.
intention necessarily. I think it just worked out that way.
Well, jackpot's up to 42 million. I mean, which makes me question why the super is only 60. I mean, figure if the super is only 60, why not just lock two of them and then just have fun with the one that's remaining? You can get 2 or 3 in the time that the 2 balls are hanging out in there, and then rinse, repeat.
Yeah, I mean, you see that on some games, where the rules just, whoever designed them didn't think through the balance of the scoring. You see crazy things like a super jackpot that's worth less than a jackpot or something like that. It's kind of weird, but it does happen occasionally.
Pit
That
stop
pit
time.
stop, he'll get a multi-ball going there. And
That
there's a
ball save is
saver.
on. He earned it,
But
he
I-
started it though.
Oh,
He
did
had
get
started.
it.
That was his start. So
Right,
he
because
earned
the
that.
multi-ball
Yeah.
is underway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andy's got, over 600 million now?
What? More right ramps. More.
More. Greed.
More. Because the cradle set for some more right ramps. Well, actually, the jackpot is now on the right orbit, but he's going to keep shooting right ramps anyway. Yeah, there's the jackpot. Just. Oh, that almost worked. But see, he held the right flipper up to see if he can transfer it from the right flipper down to the left flipper, and it didn't quite make it. It was close. It was savable, but it didn't quite make it. That would have been big if that worked. He could have done that for about a half an hour if that works. Well, more right
That
ramps.
said, Andy's got 640 million points. Pretty sizable lead. I think you're right, Steve.
We need triple play
Triple
field
play
from Al.
field might come
need
into
it.
the discussion for Al. Unfortunately, you can't really choose your modes like you were talking about before. So
You'd have to, you have to advance the light over. You have to advance speedway. Is that what I guess the award is? It just moves the light over.
yeah, I think
So-
so. But then be able to get it, start triple play field, and then get into a multi-ball or something.
Right.
It takes a lot of doing. It's very lucrative if you get it. Yeah, on the pit stop,
Just
he's
take
going
the
to take the
15.
15,
I mean,
not try to search
yeah.
for the 20.
Right, or the light lock, which is out there. I mean, because that light lock is high. I mean, I think when you see 70, if you can get to 70 points, and then the next one usually is the light lock. So if you can go through fast enough and see it,
Right.
you can make it to the light lock.
Ooh.
That is not safe, surprisingly. That was, yeah. I definitely thought that was safe the way the tilt warnings were slow there. It seems like he was safe.
Still, I think he'd be happy with that ball.
Oh, very happy.
Definitely. I mean, Al basically needs 500 million points here to catch
Right.
up, which, again, it's doable, but it's a challenge.
It is doable, but he has no locks built yet. He doesn't have a speedway lit yet, so we don't know which one it is. Hopefully when he does light it for him, it happens to be the triple play field, so he can try and hit the home run with it and try and just build it with multi-ball. But we won't know until he shoots this left orbit.
Yeah, although it looks like he doesn't have any locks right now.
He has nothing
so,
built, yeah.
He probably needs, probably at least 2 left orbit shots to light lock, then lock a ball, and a couple left orbit shots again, do it again. So there's stuff that has to happen to make this all work out.
Definitely some grinding here he'd have to do. And I mean, with this game is a pretty linear scoring game. I mean, other than the triple playfield opportunity. But, is that it? Is that it? It is, yes.
Yeah, sometimes it goes down like that. So Andy Rosa pretty decisively takes that game on Indy 500 against Thomka. You're watching the Fairfax Pinball Open out of Fairfax, Virginia. This is Papa Circuit event number 11 out of 12 for the 2013-2014 season. The Papa Circuit Final will be held, I'm guessing it's going to be March 26th. It's the day before the Pinburg Match Play Championships being held at Papa headquarters outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Papa Circuit Final is on March 27th. It's right there on the screen. It's there's 12 events during the season that players can earn points for based on how they finish at those Papa Circuit events. If you win an event, that automatically gets you into the mix, and otherwise the slots are earned by points throughout the other events. It's 20 people. It's an interesting format. The start of the Papa Circuit Final is a endurance format where the bottom seeds play and they work their way up game by game. 4-player matches, 3 advance each time, all the way up to the top seeds, and then you have a a best of 7, I think.
Yep, 7 games in the marathon.
In the middle round to determine an overall winner. So if you come in from the bottom, like Daniel Afshieri did last year, long day of pinball. And now I'm going to guess here that Al Thomka chose Tron Legacy since he is playing first, so he had choice of choice after losing the previous game. Now this starts getting into the thing we talked about before, where here at the Fairfax Pinball Open there's kind of a cool rule in the playoffs where, you can pick a game if you have that option, but you can only pick a machine 3 times total in the entire finals of the tournament. So
it's definitely some strategy involved in that. I mean,
absolutely.
Just personally for me, I've used up all my Twilight Zone tokens. So
okay.
And Brian told me he's used up his Star Trek tokens for our match. So
Yeah,
you won't be seeing that.
with 64 people and half double elimination, there are a lot of rounds and a lot of opportunities to use up your game picks.
Right.
All right. Now you have, I believe, a total of 9 games in the bank here, so there are a lot to choose from. But
also some you want to avoid. Okay, so
absolutely.
That's why. So once you start using up your games, you begin to maybe you have to go to a game you might want to avoid. But there's enough to prevent that. And with 9 games, you're really not picking a game you don't like.
Sure.
That's too many for that to happen.
But we talked about it earlier. It is nice because unlike at some tournaments where out of a bank of 9 you might only see 3 of the games really get used in the finals, here at FPO, pretty much all of them get into action. So it's a lot more fun when you have the variety of games. Lucky ball saver
nice.
there for Andy.
And that core shot is deceptively tough on this.
It really is.
There. I mean, if you have a look at the right target on the ramp, it is bent just ever so slightly over into the core lane. I mean, it's enough where it makes a bit of a difference. I almost wish I didn't notice it. It's like psychological now, but it makes a difference.
Well, then thank you for sharing it with everyone.
That's right. I want everybody to know, so now you're all thinking about it. So next time you see all the misses, like that one, which caught off the target, you know why. Now the question is, how many times is Andy going to try that core ramp instead of just going for the left orbit and light cycle? Because you want to get that first light cycle out of the way. Get the light cycle so that you have 2 balls, catch a ball on the left flipper, and then just start loading Cora up with the other ball.
Sure.
And now you're in the game.
Right, for sure. You get the stack multi-ball.
You're in the game.
Yeah.
Even if you don't make it to Cora with that light cycle, you're at least going to be close when you come out of the light cycle. And so you can just continue on. You won't be in single ball play for very long.
Exactly.
And that's the key on this game, because this game is so fast and punishing enough. It looks simple, but it's not.
It is. And this particular instance is especially fast and bouncy.
Exactly. It's as fast as Tron should be. Okay.
It is.
A Tron game should be fast. I mean,
it is. It's a great flow game. When you get into the rhythm of some of the combos, it feels really good. It's a good shooter.
And it's interesting because it is fast, but it has that key shot, that end of line jackpot shot that's so very key. You want to fast moving around the playfield and then get paid with that last shot at end of line.
Although
your payment is right there. It's millions of points. Take that one shot, or if you brick it, you're in serious trouble. But if you hit it, it's 2 million, maybe 3 million, and it keeps building.
It keeps building for the entire ball. Although I did notice on that last ball, it looks like Andy intentionally did not go for the end of the line jackpot. He'd hit a 3-way combo that was feeding down to the lower left flipper, but it looked like he was not even trying for the scoop. So I don't know if he's concerned about taking that shot on the fly.
It may be a judgment call of the fact that, yeah, maybe the end-of-line jackpot was not that big because it only starts out at 500, so maybe it was at 850 at that point.
Right.
Is that enough to take the risk at that really small window that shot has on this game? It's a really small window. If you miss it enough, the posts and that rubber are there to regulate, and it's heading down the left out lane. So
yeah, those as well.
There.
It also has a Cliffy protector on that scoop, which I find, it's so little, and I don't know what the thickness of that thing is, but it seems it just adds that 1 millimeter, a couple millimeters, and it changes the flow of the shot.
Exactly, it does matter.
And shots like that are close to the flippers, if you miss, you don't really have a lot of time to recover or make a save or anything. It can go out pretty quickly.
Exactly.
Either down the middle or slamming out the left out lane. Either way, yeah.
Well, it's nice to have options.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to make sure each of my balls drains in a different place just so I've played the whole game.
I keep waiting to get a 3-in-a-row bonus or something for that on the game.
Well, Lyman
reward.
Sheets is over there in the hall, so you might suggest it to him for a roll in his next game.
Good idea.
All right, so Andy's back up for his ball, too. He does have a frenzy going, and he has light cycle multi-ball lit, which almost went in, but is not cooperating with him. So
here it is.
Get
paid,
Andy.
Andy.
The end of the line.
Get paid.
And
nope.
no. But there he goes.
He's ready to go. Now you can use this to load up Cora.
He can use it to build up core, and he still has about 10 seconds of frenzy. So just from the balls flying around, he's going to get, some number of points accumulated. 13,000 per switch right now.
Which doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up.
It adds up.
It's respectable.
It's points. Well, it was
All right,
730,000 for that frenzy. Yeah, so.
It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's one of those I'll take it sort of points,
And I do think you're right, Steve. He's probably trying to hit that Cora shot because it is so tight. It's not necessarily drainy, but it's tight. So.
And he's got the security of that other ball sitting right there. So, okay.
Which is good.
Which is good because now he's still playing. Wow, can you guys follow this? Look at the ball is racing around everywhere.
Yeah.
Double scoring. With double scoring, it's really time to get paid with the end-of-line jackpot shot. He might just take the rest now. Time's ticking on the double scoring, but
yeah, we've talked about it.
Trading that for some rest right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've talked about it before. The timers on Tron are really cool. They're those 3 horizontal lines at the bottom of the score display, so that they look like little fuses, and as they burn out, that reflects your time in different modes like double scoring or super pops or what have you.
Which is really subtle because if you don't know what those lines look, they're just like normal lines. They just look like normal lines. What are they there for? Oh, great, you got paid
1.2 for the end of line.
But if you don't recognize what they are, you're looking at the screens of what are these lines there for?
So he did start Cora multi-ball at the same time there, and that's good because
you can definitely load up some more Cora balls here by shooting the recognizer, and also you can make progress at getting the light cycle again because the light cycle is lit for the next lap during Cora, so he can start taking down light cycles now. And he's also got clue mode lit just as a bonus. He won't be paying attention to it, but.
And that was very skillful because he was about to be at a multi-ball, but he got the ball ad right at the end there, and he's going to get all back, just like you said.
And there's the 4th ball.
So now he can no longer add balls on the spinny thing, and I know you said recognizer, Steve, but we decided to redub it to be the spinny thing.
The spinny thing? Okay, cool. I shall call it the spinny thing also.
Just because the game calls it recognizer doesn't mean anything. What is a recognizer anyway?
Right. Yeah. I recognize you, bad program. I think. I guess that's what it was from the movie. All right. So
the super jackpot shot here is the ridiculously tricky gem shot up off the upper flipper, which I've seen as much success on by a ricochet as I have off a direct flipper shot. So,
Now, I wonder if Andy's going to start staging the flipper, because he does have a flipper stage opportunity if he wants to try to get the super. If he can hold the ball on the left flipper, it's stageable. It's definitely, you can do it.
For sure, it's a very subtle touch. But
here we go.
Can loosely release the upper flipper.
He's going the other way.
He's actually going the other way. He's trying to shoot through the pop bumpers.
Nice, because he does have a light cycle lit there, so it would settle two jobs in one. If he can hit that right orbit, it takes down the light cycle for progress toward his next light cycle multi-ball. That counted, even though it didn't make it all the way. All it's got to do is spin once, and it counts.
And a little spinny thing action there. He's got 4 shots
Four to
left
go.
up there. And you could
Nice
tell Andy
nudge.
recognized that the ball was kind of aiming for the middle, so he gave a preemptive nudge.
Exactly. That was good awareness. He knew it was in trouble 2 seconds before it was actually in trouble.
Right.
So
It's
he
like,
prepared for it.
it's like chess moves there. It's like you have mate and 2 or something, so you do something to get out of it. Although I guess in chess, if you have mate and 2, you're just screwed.
All right, here comes disc. There we go.
There it is.
6 spinning disc jackpots to like the super. You can build the jackpots with most of the shots around the playfield, which can get pretty lucrative if you build it up. See, these jackpots up to 400 now, and again, as you can see, the spinning discs are all over the place. Just about every shot
Every
has a
major
spinning
shots,
disc.
yeah.
Every major shot. So
Plus, at the conclusion of this, he'll even be able to restart it if he hasn't completed the multi-ball. He'll even have the chance to restart it.
exactly,
So.
and you always get that opportunity, which is nice. It's not like usually when a restart happens when you don't get any jackpots.
Yeah, if you
but
have 1 jackpot, you lose that opportunity, but on
different.
this you don't. And I think part of the reason is it does take a lot of shots to actually finish the multi-ball.
1 to go, and then the spinny thing's shield will come up. Okay, I guess. The shield is up. So he's got to hit the shield 3 times.
Says. Fine.
See, it says recognizer.
Well,
Maybe let's call Lyman and change the text. Shoot spinny thing.
That's in the home run.
Okay.
He does have that restart opportunity and
6,
is just missing
5.
the shots there.
Come on.
And
double
double scoring, that could be lucrative.
He may not make it.
0.
Nope.
No, it's not going to happen, I don't think. But yeah, it's still it was a good disc multi-ball.
But he's still got double scoring lit, so see if he can take advantage. Get a quick end of line before it counts off. Because before the double scoring leaves you. Nope, he's going to work on life cycle.
You're definitely going for the strategy of if you're always in multi-ball, you always got backups.
Exactly. And now for this rough. He
Oh,
made it
look
clean.
at that shot.
Excellent
That
shot.
was beautiful.
Excellent.
And so on the scoop now is light cycle multi-ball lit, which he's not going to get. It was one of those things he pretty much knew immediately that wasn't going to work out. But still, that was a solid ball. I know Andy would probably like more than that. I think he is, 1 gem shot away, though, from Sea Simulation, something like that.
He's pretty close to it. And so that's what Al has to defend against. See, I wonder if Al knows that Andy's close to multi-ball, because that's a potential multi-ball opportunity. So it's 26, but it's not really 26 million. It's more than that.
Right.
How much more is unclear, but it's definitely more than that. So
Right.
he has to keep that into account with how he plays this.
Sure.
He may go for disc just to have some time, just to have some ball time, just so he can get in disc multi-ball where there's some big scoring opportunities and the opportunity for the restart just to get in the game. 2 more hits. He does have light cycle.
He
All
took the
right.
light
Took the
cycle.
light
That's
cycle,
fine.
yes.
That's smart.
Excellent.
Right now, he just needs to get a little momentum going. Because while he's down by 20 million, definitely the points can rack up pretty quickly on this. As we saw, you can get double scoring going or just rack up some jackpots, combos into the line. You can still do end of the line in multi-ball. So the points can add up pretty quickly.
Load up Cora. You're in that position here. Just take your Cora shot. Maybe stage the flipper. And no, he's going to go the other way.
He's going for that.
Okay, end of line. Get paid, Al. Nope.
Nope, couldn't make it happen. And there is no grace period on the end of the line.
Hey, it's time for one shot.
Yeah, you have to make it instantly or else it doesn't count.
Exactly.
Which makes it fun. It's a valuable shot, but you totally have to do it on the fly. That was harsh.
Just leave that right there.
I think he's probably
Here
just going to
comes
set
some
himself
disc
up
shot.
for the disc.
2 disc shots. I think it's 2.
Spinny
We'll
thing.
find out. And didn't say 2 disc. Yep. 1 down, 1 to go.
Although the feed off that, like we just saw, the feed off that can be so unpredictable because it picks up the spin from the spinny thing.
Get it back. Okay. That's fine.
He's
Here we
back
go.
in control on
Get
the
in
fly,
there.
and that should be starting disc multi-ball right there.
Now he needs to spend a lot of time in disc multi-ball. He needs to get a super. Hopefully double scoring will light by accident while he's doing this.
Yeah, the individual jackpots aren't necessarily that lucrative, but you work your way up, and it adds up over time, especially.
Oh, here comes the restart.
Oh,
And
all right,
here
you
we
got
go.
the restart.
Got the restart. Still with 10 million worth of work to do at least, just to catch up to Andy.
But as you said, Andy's is close to a lot of stuff, so
yes.
Al really needs to crank it up as much as he can, and that is not what he was looking for.
That's
Hey,
right, Al.
just
Core it
heard
is.
him
That's
say,
correct.
Core it is.
That is correct.
Although he too is in a situation where a gem or two shots could get him to.
He's got one core left. One core left. Come on, Al.
Al is talking to the game, letting it know his opinion on what's going on.
Another chance at Cora. This is where the money's made. There it is.
That's the shot.
Make the money and then get paid. Come on. Post pass, make it.
You did a post
Just
pass,
do
I
it.
would
Post
expect.
pass,
Yeah.
make it,
Very
and
nice.
in.
And very nicely done.
Excellent.
Very nicely done.
Pressure.
And with Clue going, just for some extra fun points. All the little helmet shots towards Clue.
It's close to adding a ball. There's one.
There's one.
Okay, and he'll get that one back because the ball saver came on as he was losing the balls. This is 3 balls.
And like we said, you can still get those into the line jackpots during multi-ball, and that the value keeps going up through the entire ball.
Not during multi-ball though. That's the one thing about the end of line is that during multi-ball the value freezes because otherwise it would get crazy.
It would get crazy, but you can still collect it.
You can still collect it,
You
right?
can collect
So
it.
if you can bring a good value in there, like 3 or
It's
4
lucrative.
million,
Right.
then forget the super jackpot. Just go
Right.
for end of line.
Right.
And especially if double scoring happens to light, then end of line becomes the game.
Oh yeah, those can become
It
crazy.
becomes the entire game.
Yeah. And yeah, thanks for that clarification.
Yeah. Where is he? 23. All right. Now with 3 balls, when do you trap up? Okay, I think he just made the decision right now. Now, okay, definitely with 2 balls, keep that ball on the left and have some fun with the other ball. Extra ball for 3 million. Take it down. Yeah, just get the 3 million. Don't mess with the double scoring. Now that was a bit unfortunate because the ball stopped in the bumpers there because he had super bumpers lit, I think.
Well, he's
so the
certainly
post
in a frenzy
came up.
right now.
So the post came up and blocked it. So
Right.
so it came back dangerously to the flippers. All right, it's gone now. Do not leave that extra ball on the table. Get paid, Al. Nope.
Nope. It's a hard shot,
Yes.
like we were talking about. Especially you have to do it on the fly.
Backhand.
He backhanded it. That's
Very
one way to
good.
go.
Excellent.
So at the very least here, I'm guessing Al probably has a couple million in bonus on top of this.
About that.
Definitely making a game out of it.
And he has to keep pressing because when Andy steps up, he will have a multi-ball ready to go. All he has to do is just shoot the scoop to start it.
Can he get that off the skill shot?
He
He
can
can.
try. Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
He can.
Al tried for that in the line, but wasn't able to.
I mean, how many
get it
end-of-line jackpots have we seen this whole game? Not many,
Not
right?
many.
I mean, it's such a tough shot on this game.
It really
This
is.
particular, like, not all trines are this tough. This
No,
one
this
is
one's worse.
particularly tough. It's particularly tough to hit.
Yeah, I think part of it is that Cliffy protector. I'm not sure if there's steepness involved or posts or what, but. All right, so
Yeah,
he's trying to figure out where he stands in the game.
He's pretty much back to start. I mean, he's got, 4 for core, 4 for everything
Yeah,
else.
4 for
I
kind
mean,
of everything.
the bike is close, but the bike is the same shot as Jim. So
Right.
he would have to hit an awesome shot like Andy did. And if he does, then it really would be game time for him. 7 shots, I'd forget about that. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's going to go all in for the disc. He's down to 6, which is kind of where you start at anyway. on the first disc.
One
Could he
nice,
make it all the way to the next disc?
one nice thing about
sure.
the disc is you can hit it from either flipper.
That's right. Get
The
paid
line is
out.
set up.
1.2.
Nope.
No. You can see, even though it went in there, it was late, so it did not count. It has to be that very first shot that you make for the end of line. Oh, that was an opportunity for Jem, and he knew it. It's like when you see it just served up to you and you miss it, it's sort of deflating because you don't know how many chances you're going to get at it. I know.
He's
Come on
wanting
now.
the ramp. He's wanting anything at this point. That gem shot is deceptively hard.
Yes,
It looks like just a
exactly.
lane, but the angle on it is really strange.
When it gets so bad, you start looking at maybe hitting it off the Tron targets and going up there.
Yeah.
Good.
That's
Had
a
pretty
really good ball.
there.
3.75 in bonus. So now Andy Rosa, he does have a lot set up. That's what's going for him, but he is about 12, call it 13 million in the hole right now on the last ball. But yes, Julie, like you said, right now just a skill shot into the Flynn hole, which he did not make, but that would have sufficed to start the multi-ball.
But a backhand
And a
would do it
backhand.
just fine. He wasn't even messing around with a post pass.
Yeah.
He just, let's just go.
Well, he had a little protection. The ball
Yeah.
safer light was flashing, so even if he'd screwed up and insta-drained it, he would have gotten the ball back.
Now the next question is how many core shots is he away from the next core? He didn't check the status report before he started, so we don't know.
You know, I don't know that it matters. Shoot it as much as you need to.
And just
You
find
know,
out,
I mean,
yeah.
you're not really going to change your strategy probably, so
No.
just keep at it.
Comes another cradle sep. And with double scoring sitting there as a next award, nope, didn't get it lit. I mean, when that double scoring turns on, it changes the game very much, especially if you're in a multi-ball. All of a sudden, once you're in control of that double scoring lights, you might start taking a little bit of risk.
Good awareness there, basically using the other pinball to deflect the one that was about to go down the middle.
It's got the frenzy mode started, but that's kind of incidental.
Yeah, but that was a gem shot.
Gem goes down, and whoa, safe.
Ooh.
And one danger also, which is also surprising. Not 2 strikes, but only 1. So we hear the gem music, which we rarely hear. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it from here, and I like it.
It's actually interesting. This is currently the only game being played on this bank, so yeah,
Okay.
we got the crowd's all watching the game here.
Is he letting gem count down?
Apparently.
Yeah, because I think once it's complete, he'll be able to start to see a
Right,
simulation.
simulation, right. That was his
And he'd
last
much
key-
rather do
last
that.
key, and he'll need that. Whoa.
I don't think he's going to try
Get
that
in there.
backhand right now.
No.
Now you might see
Now.
that post pass. Or
Right.
not.
Transfer over and in. No. All right,
Sure,
we'll
you
go in
can
that
do it
way.
that
And
way.
double scoring.
Beautiful.
Really?
Double scoring lit before you went in there. So this is $2 million for Flynn.
That's
Yeah,
how
the-
I like to get it in that
$2
scoop.
million for this. So now the next one is Gem. Gem is like a stop
It's-
sign in this game.
It's very hard to make. He almost got it on that deflection, actually. That would, of course, be the stylish way to do it. It's just deflected right off the Tron targets up into the gem lane.
Oh, yeah.
Now here's a question. He has double
Oh.
scoring. He has double scoring now. Depending on what his bonus is. Oh, it just went off because double scoring affects the bonus. How much is his bonus? If he could have drained on purpose, it would have been close with the double scoring. 'Cause
Yeah.
the double scoring affects the bonus. Here we go. And he does not
Oh.
win it. If he'd have drained on purpose, he wins the game.
He drained too late.
He drained too late. That's amazing.
That's just wrong.
That is
Wow.
wrong. He win. Yeah,
And
that's
we
what
hear
everybody
players
is
over there
talking
telling
about.
him right now that.
Wow.
And he was so close to making that last gem shot too. That would have, it would have given him another bonus X. Would have, I think,
It would-
finished
it would have
gem.
doubled-
That
yeah,
would have done
it
the
would have
trick,
done-
and
yeah.
it was
Double,
it
he
was
would have got
right at
5
the end
million.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. That
Well,
is amazing.
that was a pretty solid round of competition. We're here at the Fairfax Pinball Open in Fairfax, Virginia, a beautiful suburb of Washington, D.C. We're watching some of the final playoff rounds here in A Division. We just finished a really exciting match on Tron Legacy between Thomka and Andy Rosa. I'm Joe Schober. I'm here with Julie Schober and Steve Bowden.
Hey there.
Hey.
As soon as I saw that double scoring lid, I was thinking, that thought just entered my mind. Maybe if you'd maybe checked the status report before, saw how much he had, kept that in the back of your mind, and when you see the double scoring, do the math, drain, and leave.
It's a crazy
run
thing.
away.
Because
Run away.
Well, and Tron's interesting that way because most games that have playfield X, if you drain, the playfield X usually does not apply to your bonus. So that's just.
But this one, and not only does it apply, it's subtle because it's not like it shows on the display.
Right.
It would have shown $2.5 million, but the display would have given him $5 million.
Right.
Are there any other games that do that?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't have a lot of answers, but I have some good questions.
Maybe innovation. That's some innovation by Lyman there. Lyman Code. Okay, some innovation there. Okay. All right. So what are? I hope we're not waiting for my match.
While we're waiting here, we're seeing a lot of our sponsors and other Papa Circuit tournaments roll by. We got Louisville, which is the 12th and final Papa Circuit event of this season, coming up in a couple weeks. There's the Louisville Arcade Expo. It's on March 7th to 9th. That's your last chance. If you're not here at FPO, it's your last chance to rack up some circuit points, maybe win a circuit event, and get qualified for the Papa Circuit Final, which is on, I think it's March 27th. Last Thursday of March, right before Pinburg.
Right, whatever the day before Pinburg is.
So the people that are in the circuit final can just stick around for Pinburg and qualify for next year's circuit final.
Exactly, right, because that's when the next year starts.
Yep.
The next opportunity to qualify starts right after the Pinburg final is your first opportunity. So, right. Looks like we're still waiting for game choices here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I see that they're giving some prizes out to the B Division winners.
Oh, okay. Like we're gonna get some reconnaissance. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what's going on here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
So I think every year that the locations of the Papa Circuit matches it's different places, right?
Well, it seems like they're definitely see, there's a new event that's going to come up this June. What's good is that they're really promoting events in wide and varying places.
I like that.
And
yeah.
so it's you're not seeing the same old events. So there probably will be a tournament in your area. So go to papa.org and find out where the next event may be in your area, so you can come in and join the fun because it is fun. It is definitely, and big respect to Tilt Amusements, Trent's amazing establishment, purveyor of excellent pinball games, that play well, and we love to play them. So thanks to Trent. And exactly, buy Papa stuff. Buy our stuff. Impress your friends. I like that. Hey, support Papa. All right, support pinball.
We know where you live, so
we know,
maybe
we know.
maybe you get it sent to a PO box. It's a little frightening.
But still, support pinball. Support this effort.
All right, here we are up on game 3, I believe, on the Shadow. So it looks like Andy picked this game. So
this is nice because when they get the nice player cam 5000 angle where all the frustrations can be seen from this game. This game is intense. It's like this game has no bumpers, so it's faster. It's fast play. Every decision is important. Every miss is important. Every make is important.
Looks like we'll be seeing some multi-ball here out of Andy.
There's the second lock. See, that was basically the opening gambit. That's the standard opening strategy.
Absolutely.
Lock the first ball, light the second lock with the right ramp, lock the second ball. Now is where his decision comes in. This is his first actual decision. Maybe he'll shoot the left orbit and go for con. Maybe battlefield. Maybe he'll just light the lock. Very nice. And he's set up to start multi-ball, and there it is.
Wow, that's a
very nice.
Great start for Andy.
Good start. So he's going to put some pressure on Al right now, depending on how many shots he can make off here. And when this is nice here is because if you can keep rallying the jackpot shots, the other balls will stay in place and wait for you to hit them. So even though he's lost that opportunity, but he still has some balls saved left. Double jackpot is ready. Triple, and that ball will not come back. So he's down to double. Oh, no. All right, so that multi-ball is wasted, but he still has his con ready. And this con, because this is the first con, it's going to stay lit. So it's not like it's a hurry-up like all the future cons. But the first con will stay lit, so he can take it at his convenience.
Here's the really nice video mode. You get points, and there's no chance of draining the ball. So
no draining, but whoa. You want to wait as long as possible to pull the gun because now they're all going to come at the same time, and it's very tough to dodge these. Sometimes I found it easier to not use the gun at all. The only time I've really completed that event is when I haven't pulled the gun because they keep coming faster, but there are gaps there, and so you can still dodge it, and you get a nice 25 million point bonus for finishing it. But
yeah, I forget what the maximal score is for completing video mode, but I think it's pushing 80 million.
It's about that. Yeah, I've seen scores in the set. When I finished it, I've seen scores in the 70s about that. You know, you get a nice boost at the end.
And you probably will see a little bit more conservative here on ball saves and stuff because those mode points will come in bonus.
Right, because you can see he slapped it hard, but he didn't move it. If you notice, that was a vertical nudge.
Right.
Okay, because he knows that this game is very light on the tilt
and
there.
that bonus was 2/3 of his score.
Exactly.
Right. You also saw at the end there, well, you probably didn't see in the video, but he pulled the trigger on the gun. He had the Mongol hurry up running at the time he drained. And at any time when Mongol's running, you can pull the trigger to complete the hurry up. You only get a minimal score of 3 million points for doing it that way, but if you're draining anyway, it's 3 million.
You want those 3 million points, exactly. It looks like Al is looking to go into some vengeance now. He was going after a couple of ramps. If you can really get in a groove of that vengeance, you can come back from any deficit.
Yeah, absolutely. I personally am a fan of the vengeance strategy. We were talking about it before with Lyman. The pros and cons of that approach. With the risk of the ramps, especially the left one. If you miss the shot, it can be dangerous. But if you do get in the rhythm of the ramps, you can be 4 shots to 100 million just over and over and over.
It really
again.
does depend on how much the timer is set for the vengeance, because if you make that timer really short, it becomes not very lucrative to go for vengeance, especially if one miss can break you out of the frenzy. So if you have like a 15-second timer, that's barely enough time to miss one time.
Right.
It seems to be 24 seconds or so on
That's
this machine.
decent.
So
yeah, that's enough. That's where you can miss twice and still get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually have my my home shadow set up the way you described there, Steve, with the minimal timer.
Backdoor con. Right. Okay. Take advantage when you get that luck there.
Sometimes the machine likes you, sometimes it doesn't.
And when Shadow likes you, you've done something good. You had lived a good life or something, because...
Wait, are you saying Al's had a good life?
Well, maybe that's payback for that, for alerting Andy about the one-player game.
There you go. Good karma.
Maybe. All right, it's close to the super. How many shots left? All right, so at least now he is definitely back in the game. So he's definitely pulled even, at least even enough with Andy.
And I think you're right. It looked like maybe he was going for that vengeance, but now I'm guessing he's
multi-ball
going for
now.
multi-ball. Yeah. And again, this is one of these multi-balls. You get the feeds right off that upper flipper, so if you're in the rhythm, you can just knock out 5 jackpots in a row,
That's
just right there.
As long as you keep shooting it, the balls will stay right there.
Not a great feed off of that one.
Right.
Yeah, it's coming away from the wall, it looks like.
Yep.
That's fine. Where's the other one?
I think he...
Where's the other one at?
I need a
It's
telestrator.
somewhere. Yeah. You see it? Oh, it's hanging behind the battlefield target. That's where it is?
Can I get that on a flipper? Yeah.
So what's happened is it looks like the ball got trapped behind the drop target
behind the
on the
battlefield
entrance to the
target.
battlefield.
Yeah.
But while he's holding another ball, it is not going to ball search. So, this is...
So when the game gets open, will the flippers drop? The flippers will stay up, right?
I think I see the red dot. I think the red dot on the games means that the power interlock has been disabled. So I think on this one it'll keep the power going.
Okay. More discussion happening.
I mean,
Now, will this go in the shooter lane, or will this go to a controlled flipper? I mean, it's sort of the same thing, because if it goes in the shooter lane,
yeah,
it's
it
going to get
feeds the
shot.
right. It feeds the right flipper anyway. Yeah,
I believe they'll give him the choice.
They'll give him the
where he
choice.
wants it.
Okay. So he could choose. Well, of course, he's going to choose the right flipper to make a controlled combo shot off the left orbit and then into the jackpot area.
One would think.
So. And now the player cam 5000 getting overtime work, as we're seeing everyone crowded around the
pretty much
game.
Most of the tournament staff now is all hovering around the game looking at it. We get to see that view on the Player Cam 5000, brought to you by Superbands. Go Joe Scaletta.
And now Mark with the key.
Now, if they're wrong and the power interlock is not disabled, this is going to suck.
It'll be fine. I saw someone had this happen earlier.
Oh, did it? Okay. Good. It's one of the smarter things that's happened recently. I think I first saw it at Papa anyway, where they disable the interlock switch so that you can safely open the coin door, but there's still power to the coils. So, like exactly as you're seeing right here, the coin door is open, the glass is off, but the flipper still is still held and the ball's on it.
And now some delicate surgery work by Mark.
Yeah, it
Right,
goes,
nice.
He knocked it up in the power field, but no big deal. The power field is
right. Those
it's not
points
really
weren't scored.
Yeah,
Nothing was scored. Nothing happened.
It's not worth any
Right.
meaningful points. There might have been a couple hundred or a couple thousand points freebie there, but no big deal. Now for the real trick of the holding both flipper buttons, standing out of the way.
It's a little bit like Twister.
Yeah.
Right.
Right foot, red flipper
Right.
button, go. Now, I'm guessing Al chose to have it be placed on the right flipper so he doesn't have to deal with the on-the-fly shot. Even though it would have been a controlled feed, it would have still been a moving feed. Now he has.
All right, now get back
both
into
balls
it.
trapped.
Get back into it, Al. It's got to find the flow now.
You know
it's
how
totally
this
stopped.
works. After that, it throws you off your rhythm.
This is the hardest shot right here.
10 seconds to a drain.
There you go.
There it is. Okay, now at least that he's made one shot.
Was it
It's
10
so
seconds?
rough.
Did I get it right?
It was about that, yeah. That is rough. Vengeance time.
And Al used a cool trick to get it. It was about to not make it up that right ramp, but he knocked the perba diverter to encourage it to continue its way along the ramp there.
All right, now it's time for the battlefield. He'll get some points here, but unless he can sweep all 18 and maybe get a big 50 or 70. 70
It'll
now.
be 70 million. He needs only 10 more shots.
No, I don't think he wanted to fire very fast. I'll take the slowness right here.
Absolutely.
Okay, because what you don't want to happen is to fire it and then fire it through and open back. Oh, one hit left. He's going to take down that target because the 70 million is right there. And now just go back up there and get that 70 million. Yeah,
right.
Just take the risk.
He's again expressing his opinions to the. All right. There. Yeah, that was an unfortunate situation where the opto was not broken and the power field actually timed out. It thought the ball had drained somewhere, so he was no longer able to play. It's a little unfortunate that opto just seems to be a little out of sync here. But he's back up there, and hopefully he'll get some redemption. In the meantime, he just cranked up another 20 million on the value of it, though. So there you go, little redemption. Pretty nice ball there by Al Thomka. I think that's
Big bonus.
That was just ball one, and Al threw down 518 million. That's been a solid score through the tournament.
Solid for a game. That's solid for the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's been a solid score for a game through the tournament.
So now Andy does have a little bit of grinding work to do because 400 million is there are not many things that award 400 million in this game.
Well,
I mean, Khan does if you do a lot of work on it, but
well, again, like we were talking before, one
and
possible.
no, that's
Khan.
the other way. That's we have a back door down the other way for Khan, and the work begins.
But yeah, you do have that. You can consider the vengeance approach if you think the ramps are being friendly, or yeah, you can do the con shots. Whatever. There's ways to get points there.
Double jackpot. There it is, and no, it did not complete this. Didn't complete the circle. No double there either. Nice, very nice drop stop there, just to get into some moderate control. Very important cradle separation coming. No, okay.
That was tough.
Now, yeah, this battlefield here just for some thinking time, really. They just put it in there just so that the ball cannot be on the playfield for a bit. Let's play some super breakout while we think about what our next strategy is.
Well, and, you know, the battlefield, like we just saw, can be worth a lot of points.
Exactly. I mean, each target's worth a little bit. It's about maybe under $1 million a target, a little bit.
Yeah, the target point isn't much. It's for completing it. And, of course, in non-tournament play, completing the battlefield lights extra ball, but that's not appropriate here.
Getting close. Not yet. How many targets are back there? Seems like there were about 10 targets back there. There are only 4, right? I mean, oh. Yeah, don't forget your $3 million, and he got it before you left. He just barely got the $3 million. All right.
It wasn't a bad ball.
He got back in the game.
That was solid.
He definitely did get back in the game, so it's not hopeless at all. Now, Al has 1 lock. Farley is lit as the mode. I think that is Farley.
Yeah.
That's a big point mode, but I don't think he's going to directly go for it with Khan lit. Khan's ready for it.
Yeah, Khan is valuable. I mean, I think unless anyone pulls something crazy, I don't think either player is probably going to be going for final battle. I think both of them have the other 3 lights, the battlefield and the 2 multi-balls, but completing the 6 modes takes a while. So yeah, and this is a second con, so I believe it'll time out.
That's going to time out, right? Because he's already had con before.
Right.
So
as you can tell from
definitely blinking. So
the scarf light.
Yeah.
We may be seeing a lot more battlefield from him.
See, that one crashed through the back there. And there goes Khan. So meanwhile, Farley is still lit.
Lock.
No,
yeah,
when the lock is lit, you take it. Yeah. Do not refuse lock, because then you can work on the next lock.
Absolutely.
Now, again, a decision. Do I take down the battlefield target? Maybe do I go for some more 2-way combos, left orbit, inner loop?
I think he's going to go for the battlefield target, but we'll see here.
Battlefield target, yes. That's fine. Yeah, just give him control. They're just begging for control on the shadow. I mean, because this game is that's fortunate. He had a target hit and it continued to go back there.
You get the roll back, yeah. It's cool, a little backspin.
Yeah, just stay right there. Oh no. And I can get close to lighting another con. No, he's only got 2 lights. Mongol for 30 would be a nice little bonus. Not quite.
It's the second time we've seen that orbit rejection. Who knows in a mode?
It's mode time. Now this could be
That's
big.
a good one.
You can put it up in the battlefield.
Put it up in the battlefield.
And that counts. But the actual shots are worth more. The battlefield takes his energy down, but it isn't worth as much toward Farley.
Yeah, but
these shots are worth a lot more.
Yeah, but it's a very fast and safe way to...
You trade safety for points there.
Yeah. Because if you're in the battlefield for a few seconds, you can pretty much complete Farley, and you gave up 20 million or something, but no big deal.
Well, it's a good ball, but he hasn't run away with it, so we'll see what Andy brings.
Now, Andy is a bit in jail. Not really. I mean, he has nothing toward his next multi-ball. 2 lights away from lighting con. And his mode isn't even multi-ball either, so yeah, he's going to load up the battlefield.
Good shot.
That's where the points are now for him.
Yeah, but it takes 50
Takes
hits.
50
And the
hits.
next one will be 70,
70
hits.
hits.
I mean, it starts becoming just really long, and also in the later ones, you need that many more drop targets to even qualify in.
And which is rough now. This is the second multi-ball, so now shooting that the center lock will not even light the lock until you hit it twice. So you have to survive 2 center shots before you get to take that third safer shot, which brings it behind the game.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's going for that. It's very risky at this point.
What would you go for, Julie?
You mean if I could actually make shots like he can?
Sure.
Yeah, probably Battlefield. He's got Conlet now.
Is this on a timer? He needed that
And it
orbit.
just timed
He needed
out.
that orbit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Al wins.
Another really good game between these guys. But Al gets the ever enjoyable third ball plunge off. So with that, it looks like Al's going to be facing Chris Stevens next. We're here at the Fairfax Pinball Open in Fairfax, Virginia, just a little bit outside of Washington, D.C. This is Papa Circuit event number 11 of the 2013-2014 season. We're watching the A playoffs right now. I'm Joe Schober. I'm here with my lovely and talented wife, Julie.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And also with Steve Bowden.
Yep.
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 The 12th circuit event in this season, the 12th and final circuit event, will be in about 2 weeks from now, the Louisville Arcade Expo in Louisville, Kentucky. That's your last chance. If you're not already qualified for the current season's Papa Circuit Final, it's your last chance to go win the event and guarantee your way in or add to your point total towards the Papa Circuit Final, which is being held on Thursday, March the 27th at Papa headquarters.
Which is excellent because even if you're not on the board, all you have to do is win it, and you're in the final. Think about that.
That's right. Get a
might-
trophy next to your name, and you're in.
You might not even heard of the circuit events until this moment. Guess what? Show up at Louisville and win it, and you're in the final.
And right after the Papa Circuit Final is Pinburg, which is a crazy fun match play format. 400 people signed up this year in 1 hour, 43 minutes. I signed up like 2 minutes after registration opened, and I think I was still like 25 down or something like
I
that.
was like 43. I don't know where I was. I was about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. The time it took for me to fill out the form.
Right.
You know?